Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me. You can make
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay, but double
10
party,
seconds
but
remaining.
we're finally here for an elimination best
Radiant
of 3 in a
team
well-played
pick.
elimination of M19 versus Double Dimension. M19 hasn't lost any of the last couple of times they met the other team, so we'll see whether they can repeat that success today. Regardless, though, even if they win today, they still have a gauntlet to run if they want to make it all the way to the finals. SFT
10
Esports is
seconds
waiting for them in the
remaining.
next round, and after that Penta Sports and
Radiant
Penguin, of
team
course,
pick.
already waiting in the
Venomancer.
grand finals. So still ways to go here in the lower bracket of this tournament. My name is DragonDrop, happy to bring you the series today. And happy to see these two teams compete. I mean, fairly even to have a very similar set of heroes for the most part.
10
But
seconds
then again,
remaining.
there's a few outliers here. The Enchantress has already been banned now, Double Dimension.
5
Like to run
seconds remaining.
that whenever they can get away with it. And they also have Chen in the hero pool by the looks of it here. They picked that up against Navi. Not that they've had much success with it. They lost both of the games. that they
Dire
picked it,
team
but
pick.
that's something to look out for. These kind of picks out of the left field. M19 in this game here, starting off solid with a Venomancer, and then the Jack hero in the first phase. So it's a hero that I like to see every single time, obviously.
10
but,
seconds remaining.
picking it in first phase is a little bit curious. It's not generally a hero
5
that's been banned
seconds
out.
remaining.
It's mostly just from drafting strategy wise, it's mostly a hero that's just one that doesn't really give too much away, right? You know what a Jack hero will do, but it's not really all that crazy to a point we have to
Radiant
counterpick it all
team
the
back.
time.
I speak for the cheese.
Know what I mean? So it's you can play around him with most drafts these days, so it doesn't really tell you much about what M19 wants to do. So Double Dimension is there. They already got the Night Stalker first pick, made it through the banning stage. Now then they
10
just profit.
seconds
So they're setting
remaining.
up for a bit of a vision game, the split pushing game, and some early
5
aggression. Right,
seconds
Night Stalker,
remaining.
obviously, once nighttime hits, ideally it's level 2 or level 3, ideally.
Dire
It's
team
not looking
back.
for kills, and heroes like the Venomancer, like the Jakiro, then the Nature's Prophet, of course, always able to teleport in and provide that extra bit of damage and control factor. So that's something that N19 will have to watch out for as the laning stage starts on level.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they've already got some very solid slow push.
5
Venomancer with the
seconds
wards,
remaining.
obviously, just setting up somewhere. And Jakiro with the liquid fire helping out. So it's kind of very safe, very
Radiant team
duck
back.
in kind of style pushing, where just set up shop for a little while and just nibble away at towers slowly but surely. Yeah, M19. They even take out the Chen. They still respect it on double damage.
Dire team ban.
And in the park also taken out. Would have been a hero that fit quite nicely with this kind of aggressive playstyle. If you're like Park, like Queen of Pain in mid, you can join in onto these gangs on the side lanes. You provide a lot of extra bit of burst damage to get the quick kills.
10
that
seconds
then lead
remaining.
into tower pushes with the Nature's Prophet on the field. So
5 seconds
taking
remaining.
away some of that potential that you're worried about. Not the worst.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Earthshaker taking away
stands
Spirit.
ready.
And Sven now picked up M19. Alright. Wonder if they want to come with that up with the Darkseer. Of course, we have seen Jakiro played offlane by a couple of teams, but generally speaking, he is that support position. So there's still room in
10
the draft for
seconds
Darkseer
remaining.
to want to have that particular combination.
5
Would be
seconds
too bad. I mean,
remaining.
it's not just the Vacuum Stormhammer combo, it's also all of the Jakiro spells that synergize quite nicely. Vacuum into Ice Path is extremely
Radiant
devastating.
team pick.
But the Sven also gives you, of course, his cleave and easy way to deal with these treants. So, more counter push is always nice in that sense. Rubik, I kind of like this pick actually. Even just against the Venomancer Jakiro, there's
10
plenty of good spells
seconds
to steal.
remaining.
And that null field is also going to be invaluable
5
in the later parts
seconds
of the game.
remaining.
I mean, some Rubiks even just put the 2 points up in telekinesis, still makes out the Fate Bolt, but then start putting earlier points into the null field just because it can make a difference. So this is a meta where it's a lot of talk is about the Hood of Defiance and it being very strong with the region and the magic resistance and magic block. And Rubik's null field is essentially a free hood for everyone minus damage block per se, but you do get that extra resistance and can make a huge difference when you're thinking about the Venomancer spells and Jakiro that much over time on top of you. Alright, M19, moment of truth.
Dire
I get the
team
Darkseer.
Riki.
Get something else. The Riki, okay. That's interesting. And actually kind of like it here. I mean, you can keep tabs on a Night Stalker to some degree. Like, just try and prevent him from being a menace. And also catch out a Nature's Prophet.
10
The
seconds
silence,
remaining.
will prevent his spell TP. Would that be a castle? Of course, you
5
can still
seconds remaining.
do nothing against the normal teleport scroll. But if this Riki is played well, he can be quite a nuisance to double dimension in this game. Alright, what they want to do now. They're still looking for, would think, a mid as well as a safe laner. Pick up any one of them. M19, they have the last pick in this draft, so it's they can always counter pick the mid if they really want to. So what do they need? They could probably just use a hero that runs at them. Weaver would come to mind. Trolled Warlord perhaps. Let's go Davai essentially. Is someone with a little bit more control. Leech Commander maybe, but it's not ideal. Huh. Very tough not to drag. Yeah. And the Spirit perhaps. Just be mobile, run around. Queen of Pain, as I mentioned earlier, still would fit in quite nicely, I think. But you also want a 4-star builder though. Lorana. Well, there's plenty of heroes that they could go for, so they're taking some time now to think about it.
Radiant team ban.
And Queen of Pain, that is,
of
alright.
Pain.
So they commit to this kind of playstyle of, alright, we're gonna go aggressive, gonna find these early kills, and then we're gonna hit high ground before M19 can really do anything about it. It's a bit dangerous here in this kind of draft,
10
with the
seconds
Venomancer and the
remaining.
Jakiro being very good at high ground defense. And double dimension.
5
don't really
seconds
have
remaining.
as much reliable push as M19 have, or just safe push I should say. It can actually do damage. Right? You have the split push from Nature's Prophet, but if that's responded to, then Koreans won't really counter too much with all of this counter push available. So,
Dire team ban.
Gonna come down to them just finding team fights, finding pickoffs, and then taking towers off of that, even in later parts of the game. They must all take it. Would have been a decent one for double dimension. But
10 seconds remaining.
For a safe laner, unless you want to Nature's Prophet there. I mean, there's always the potential of some
5
sort of
seconds
aggressive
remaining.
with these kind of
Dire
picks.
team pick.
Try and put pressure on the Sven. I mean, it's actually a while until he becomes hard to deal with. He can be reasonably tanky in lane, just when he goes for Star Shield and whatnot, and levels out Warcry, but doesn't actually provide a lot of aggressive potential in the laning stage. So if you want to go aggro on the Sven, you can definitely do so.
Radiant team pick.
And try to restrict his
Weaver.
farm. And there's the Weaver, okay. They could, yeah, they could do that with him actually. A bit of an aggro lane with Rubik Weaver, Night Stalker roaming about, Nature's Prophet in the safe lane. At the same time,
10
the
seconds
NP
remaining.
would also be able to do quite well up against the Sven.
5 seconds remaining.
Question is, how M19 actually want to run Venomancer now? That's mid Venomancer after all. Up against the Queen of Pain, so it's like, I want to say it's a fairly even matchup, but once Queen of Pain gets a couple of levels, you just get zoned out. Shadow Strike spam, then the potential deaths from just blinking screens and a couple of right clicks, not to mention the roaming potential from double dimensions, so I don't think you want to put that hero there. Can push him into an offlane role, which means he'd still have a space on the hero. That's good against the Quab. Questions.
Dark.
You may now select your heroes.
We do run Venom mid. Pikachu picking that up. I mean, Nature's Prophet does have the mushroom head, so not sure how much we can expect here from that. But I definitely see a double dimension have the edge in the early game here. Plenty of range heroes, Darkseer is not going to be able to put on the pressure per se. Sure, you can still like do your Darkseer things, push out the lanes, and then farm up the jungle in the meantime. But I don't know. A lot of it is going to come down to how well we can get this Gonna get head right into it after a short message from our sponsors.
Prepare for battle.
GLHF is called game number 1 of this best of 3 series. An elimination game, double dimension versus M19. The loser will be out of the tournament. The winner will move on in the lower bracket to face up against SFP Esports. BD on the dire side. They only get this early ward down, blocking up the small camp. So, try and set themselves up in a safe lane. Side pulls against the Sven. And Shakira can do quite a bit of damage. He's a decent lane support in that sense. Once you hit level 2, level 3, you have control breath. Level 2 is also liquid fire available to just throw a good amount of harassment.
battle.
But he's still vulnerable if he does get caught out. He's a very slow hero in the beginning. So again, I do expect double dimension to be able to put under pressure between the Night Stalker as well as the Nature's Prophet. It's not like the lanes that you're ganking have bad heroes either. Like sometimes you have very passive farming mid heroes or something. They should put a lot of damage when you gank their lane, but Queen of Pain is very different from that. You can like level 3, level 4 start having that again that damage over time from the Shadow Strike. Probably gonna come into play here against the Venomancer and force that move from screen pain. And up in the top lane, we're gonna have Reaver played by Rajjix, who also can do a decent amount of damage here with the Gemini attack with the Swarm. Bug is nibbling away at people's armor. So again, M19's game plan is just to dodge it out, farm out the items, get stacks going for the spin, and then just play the combo game. Doxy, what is his item build? Only consumables. What's his net worth at right now? 575. So I guess Mango's still counts for net worth. Interesting. Ari's attack was Mango's a little bit interesting one. Especially since they also build up the soul rings now.
The battle begins.
But yeah, Funn1k will be able to spam plenty of iron. Getting the bounce rooms. Possibly looking for a courier, but I don't see a double dimension exposing it to the Riki without knowing where he's at, so probably shouldn't turn into anything. Low down bottom, can't even see the block.
Roots and run!
Just start off in the jungle, straight off the bat. But again, like you can do some work up against spam with the kill, especially when he's still level 1. Start right clicking away. Meanwhile, mid dome, you can wrap around plays, but it's on level 1 Riki, like there's not so much he can do. His main job is just keep an eye on the Riki and help out there as much as you can. Then normally a decent left with hero, or 1-1 hero, just with the ability to trade nicely with poison sting, but if you get close, UnderShock to actually make use of that, you don't get shadow strike. Yeah, it's taking so much damage. The game comes through between the cane, but getting the spell off. If you be able to run him down, verifies certain things, and with the tower shot, UnderShock linking in as he's going to do. He gets the first blood. Alright, that works. Now not finishing him off either, so he will sleep just fine. Need a bit of extra region coming in, ideally. Healing self, no talisman, all that stuff already in the courier, just didn't want to send it out because the actual healing through just sniping the courier, so instead NoFear might just decide to play it himself, or they're just going to take the chance. If you was sitting in mid all that time, then we'd wasted a lot.
Bounty.
First blood going the way of CD, so off to a good start. Down bottom slow, doing what he can.
This sustains, gold remains.
We're getting too close to making so far. NoFear already level 2, so that's a good sign. He hits level 3 by night time. It's not always easy, like you almost have to soak UnderShock can slow down. You get different level 2, so smoke screen will turn things around a little bit. UnderShock deciding whether he wants to look aggressively or defensively here. They made the right choice with damage over time still on top of him. Has to wait for the gale to take out. Looking so it almost kills him actually. One more likely would have put him over the edge. Well, jumping gale. Very good value indeed, and similar to the value that you get from the Kuro second one up into the Nobar. Popping up quite a few of these treants. It's a bit annoying. Mid lane, bit of aggression again. UnderShock dropping low, very low indeed. With the Riki spending so much time here. Yeah, there's no shrine for a long while, but he's gonna deny himself. As a hero, okay. 26 seconds on the sideline, but NoFear will be able to take over and soak some of that experience that I was talking about. Okay. Hume so far is going to be quite a nuisance. Again, that's easy. We've been able to turn into experience wrong. This might be one of them. Science double iron shell ball. Shouldn't have fallen in, so he can somewhat juke his way out. Surge on the with the Iron Shell. Haven't talked about that combination yet, but it is obnoxious. Iron Shell and an Indus hero. Definitely hates playing against that. Go with a DB one actually, that's interesting. Smoke? No. Kind of, oh, they did? Oh yeah, the courier just blocked one. I was like, what the hell's going on? But smoke would block immediately by Hume, and they have no detection to go with it. It's essentially available on Rubik, but didn't want to plop it down. That's a bit annoying. Waste of a perfectly good smoke. They'll block up the ancients. Hasn't been stacked up yet, the other side neither, no. Once really has taken the time, Jakiro was stuck down bottom, helping
Radiant
out.
are scanning.
And of course Riki running about. Currently you see the effect that Nighttime has. Pikachu is not feeling comfortable at all. Of course also with the smoke started out, it's like you don't want to risk being caught out inside the river or something. So as a result, DD actually wasting quite a bit of time here. Both Rubik and NoFear, kind of playing off the map. But they should scan out. There's also not so important here on the other side. And find a kill on him, maybe not. Nice little strike, but UnderShock gets the win. Off Pikachu.
Under attack.
Okay, next on the list, they can get some body blocks with the trees. Extra slow from NoFear, not available. So the clarity going now, so we'll have the void in a couple of seconds. That should be enough to secure the kill here with full draw, UnderShock flow, all of the sides through. So right click, there it is. But turnaround comes in. Right back from the dead, and now damage over time, UnderShock blinking away. Isn't that damage actually level 2? Dual breath almost. Big chance keeping him alive, but UnderShock actually not as fast as Jakiro. Yuri has the boots, getting them spell off. The point available only in a second, but it's too late.
Dire structures are fortified.
That is not a good trade as a result. LeBron good trouble himself. That's a Riki without an Iron Shell, but they have so much slow. Hero showing us his strength.
Dire's bottom tower
Talking about it. That's good value point after level 2. It's amazing how much damage they deal with early on. A couple of good kills for M19. And helping out this mid lane. It's kind of like Pikachu's build here. 3 points up in Gale, 2 points up in Poison Sting. It's very interesting. I mean, Venomoths and Jakiro, they're very similar heroes in many ways. One of them is that level 1 of his spell doesn't really do anything. It's actually really bad. Like, if you level 1 once, it's like 2 right clicks and they're gone. But look at the scaling. Level 2, 200 HP. And then up to 450 at max level. Poison Sting as well. Damage per second from 6 to 14 for 3 more seconds. Up to 6 for the Venomoth. Plus 30 DPS. And let's change down here. That's what happens. Rajjix is making the rotation. Nix with Wellplay does quite a bit of work, but doesn't have another Storm on the throw, and actually gonna run him down, or try to at the very least. Though can't quite get in range with Firefight. But yeah, Venomoth's level 2 spells do quite a bit. Same for the dual breath as well as the liquid fire. They just scale.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So well, I should say. Definitely right way to play against Queen of Pain. I mean, one Gale in the right leg, UnderShock is going to drop down half health. I'll figure out that this is one now, I guess. Stack flow though. Well, seeing how there's no danger from they'll be able to put on some pressure on tower. Rajjix helping now. And abandoning this top lane a little bit now. Trying to run down Muriel. Might be able to find the position with PG forward. Barks on top of him. He's done for. And actually making rotation, looking for the vacuum, like it's time before bunning. Actually ends up dying. The Stormhammer comes through. Finishes up the Night Stalk in return, and look at you. He's going ham. Funny, he's the one getting the double kill with the Iron Shell on top. So much working out run. He's just gonna take out to this too. 3 for 2 straight in the end. Rajjix comes through. Now look at this UnderShock. No health points for him either. Let's have the nukes to complete the builds. So turn this into 3 for 3, quick TP out to prevent the repeat from finishing off twos. Quite a lot of blood being spilled in his bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So
Radiant
didn't
structures
quite get the tier 1 bottom. That do a significant amount of damage for now. They see an opportunity in mid. Tower almost dead.
Radiant's
Because trying
middle
to go
tower
for the
has
9.
fallen.
It's a little bit hard if it's only at 1 health point and there's like 3 or 4 different source of the damage coming in from the native prophet.
Overall,
this game is still slightly
Radiant's bottom
favor of
tower
PvE,
is under
but
attack.
again, I feel like
Dire's
this
top tower is
is
under
not
attack.
enough for them. And they drafted the lineup that's supposed to be more guarded.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
but
tower
Shell
has
is
fallen.
a hell of a drag. Like, they're supposed to have a lineup that's
The
much
seeds
further
of
ahead at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Dire's
They
top
already took down 2
is under
towers and they're
attack.
still only about 1k ahead. So it just goes to show that M19 overall have a bit better farming speed. More farming efficiency. Getting some kills and towers of their own now, especially with this top lane being abandoned for so long, being chipped away by creeps. Darkseid
Dire's top tower is under
his thing
attack.
skipping creep waves. And now Jakiro also committing to this lane to whittle away at it. Yum has been doing an excellent job just keeping tabs on things and doing quite a bit of damage here together with that Iron Shell. The problem that
Dire's
Riki
top
has
tower has
a lot of
fallen.
the time that it just doesn't do
Radiant's
damage,
bottom
but the Iron
tower
Shell
is
mitigates that.
under
Look at
attack.
this. LeBron's on a half health, Yum running it down, blink forward, right click. Let's get the lift off, so barely survives this time, but damn. Almost didn't survive that. That would have been just a crying shame. Also the other thing of just him, just a Riki being Riki, he forces out so much detection and that's going to convert the economy of double dimension in the long run too. Yeah, so just took the slight dental bleed back. With nothing happening in this space.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Taking these kind of
Dire
aggressive
are
movements.
scanning. Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, it's Strand Pommy jungle. Russia's mounting up bottom though, but M19. That's me is responding. Don't quite have the level 6 on the Rubik yet, or the Night Stalker. It's a bit annoying in that point. Once they have that, things might get a little bit easier if they're having all the timing window for the Night Stalker to be effective. It is about to be nighttime anyway, so that's time for DD to start mounting up some money. Try and restrict Sven's farming. They've been doing a good job just warding up these ancients on both sides, so that is definitely working in their favor. Even this center not catching the one that's blocking it. So that's working. Quite far ahead of the group. Probably meant to one shot now. Goes ultimate off, but he's dead. Caught up with the heroes, no support. Nothing happened. Middle mid, LeBron. Be careful, he's stole the spell. That's the walk right. The worst actually, it is maxed out. It's plus 1 armor for everybody. That's another great way to help with pushes. Just buffing up these creeps. And look at this wrap around.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Side and guys have no wide. Everyone at now, the stun onto one. Rajjix in the middle, taking incredible bleed damage. You're back and back. They get that kill. Bucks, pretty good, but slow. Ooh, so slow. It does have 17 stick charges. Wants to turn things around. UnderShock. Does have a blink ultimate if he wants to throw it out, but yeah, that's a lion's den right now. Already lost a Night Stalker. That's the one big advantage for him. Don't want to risk it. I can't say I blame them. But they're still hanging around here. No more ultimate from Sven. That's timed out. Muriel very vulnerable here in this kind of situation.
Radiant's top
Going
tower
down.
is under
But even
attack.
get the back onto Nix. So well played from Rajjix. Getting that up. Keeping tabs on him. Can't disappear. So he's got some Stormhammer available. Does throw it out. Onto UnderShock. But 4 heroes around him. Again, no support. the way how Dota goes. 4-1 rarely ends up in the favor. Doom has to buy a Sentry Ward to slow him down, keep him in range, force to use the ultimate. This amount of damage here, but they still get the kill as he comes out of it. Maybe he survives, he walks straight there, but yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, good series of events here, double dimension. Not being scared, just hanging around after losing the Night Stalker, waiting for the right time to strike it, and then not ready for that at all. This is the kind of game that DD is not. Just keep going with that. Keep just taking these skirmishes, get the quick picks on people. M19 had to use the Sonic Wave, so they have that tool available for UnderShock. Just to do that with. That's a problem with it. Did someone pick up a helm? Box here. Alright. That's hilarious. It's an underutilized item these days. I mean, everything's got nerfed slightly with the -2 on all attributes. And we stop seeing carries pick it up. It's kind of hard to justify your item progression nowadays. It's like, I think Ice Rock wanted it to be a support item, and that's actually pretty good. Oh, UnderShock. Yeah, you should find no control. Support item, it is pretty good. UnderShock? It's actually fine here. There's another blink. We'll have to see the back base. Yeah. A lot of crush mounted. So, yeah, you have that region aura. Plus 10 health reach for everybody. That's pretty good sustain. Top lane, Pikachu is actually being punished for his transgressions. Trying to set up on the safety of these, but they are strong, don't get me wrong, but they won't really prevent you from dying in these kind of situations. But you get plus 10 health reach, and if you get the Sato, you get what, plus 16 overall. And you have a bunch of other creeps that can definitely help you. These are the smaller ones. Pick up the small Satos. Yeah, with the purge. Yeah. There it is. Or just perhaps even the mana burn creep. Just pick that up, send to lane, just be annoying. Smoked up, and now they find LeBron, he's tanking it. Stole that stun. Doesn't have help. Ooh, that could have some help, you know, flow in the back. They want to go for it. Right. Actually, Nix just goes off the blink dagger, pops the ultimate. Goes straight for Nature's Prophet, trying to keep him away, and right here, surely the ultimate. Okay, that works. Trying to juke and dive. I mean, the blink strike was not big. The turnaround, UnderShock gets vacuumed back in. No blink, do not for a while, but now does keep tapping. The ultimate catches too, the ice path and the macro pile, making it very hard for people to fight into this, but they just move straight past it. They get the Sven, they get Funn1k, the wall, not really effective whatsoever in Doom. The dust has expired. There's another one, but might have a Braun. What? It's hilarious. LeBron almost died to UnderShock illusion. And then he just gets into 59. He's as happy about that as I am, but looks of it. That was quite funny. Alright. So if you look at the graphs, very even match. Only 2k lead for DD there. It's on the right path. Especially with that Sven kill, you need to keep him down. He does have the blink dagger going straight for the Acro Saber now by looks of it. So he's going to get stronger, make no mistake. Eventually this Sven should be able to deal with everything that they have. Like the leg thing. Maybe not the ultra leg. All bets are off at that point. But there will be a timing window for the Sven where you can just blink on anybody, stun them, and just burst them down with a couple of hits. Just the nature of the hero. If you're able to keep him down, like, ideally Sven at this point in the game have like 2-3 kills to take ult more than anyone else. But just because all of these ancient stacks have been prevented from been able to give him that extra business. So DD is still in a position to deal with him. Also works well with the itemization they went for Rajjix. Straight for the Hurricane Pike, no Lincolns, no Desolate or anything, just having that repositioning tool, the ability to keep the Sven away from you. Also, you absolutely crucial up against the smoke screen, obviously. They just probably also going for 4 staff, same reason. Night Stalker, he has a medallion. Crucial request. I wonder if he just wants to go back for an axe gem build in this game, just because you have this Riki to worry about. Get a couple of free kills on him when he's trying to find you, then you just see him first and kill him straight up with that. That gem will pay for itself eventually. Rubik, he's kind of struggling a little bit to build that one. He's still about to get his arcane boost. After that, he'll probably start with super value against all these slows. Again, that's what he's doing. It's the technique now for sure. M19, with smoke rotation here. If they want to go high ground, they have to go into an army of wards from LeBron. If they'll actually break onto Muriel, they have no idea. They're just slightly out of vision. You can see him now. One will turn around. The old mid though, they get the stun off on the Weaver into the smoke screen, but force of a crowd, vacuum back into it, and he'll still be able to survive. UnderShock coming back to the middle, blinks away. LeBron is stolen Godspraying. That's interesting. Nice little ultimate Sonic Wave. Will secure the Darkseer. NoFear still charging forward. TP blinks forward. Near the call inside the crowd. He will fall, but well, Night Stalker, a little bit too deep. He'll finally TP out. Should be successful. Maybe not here. The Sentry Ward down. Well, Observer Ward. How'd they see him? Did he jump already? So confused. Maybe there was still dust on him or something. I don't know. They saw him somehow. They kept that extra kill. 3 heroes down. Pikachu and Sven survived, thankfully. Again, especially with Sven, it's crucial. He does not get slowed down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Item build is used for the Metamark. I mean, Port of Defiance, I touched on it earlier, just it being so very, very strong in this day and age. In the Old Club, it's a Dragonlance. Alright. With a stat heavy build. Instead of going for the max magic damage, build Veil and Axe and Scepter and whatnot. What would be too surprised to see Pikachu also turn into a Hurricane Pike, because Venomancer does suffer from mobility issues.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ugh, it's painfully slow at times.
Dire are scanning.
Oh no. Yahoo survives. Never mind. He just gets eaten by his own friends. Stops him and he trails right there. Oh, I survived, guys! Into the loving arms of his owner, and then just gets murdered for food or something. I don't know. Just because he's not fit for battle anymore. It's really dark stuff if you think about it. It's really nice, but anyway. Haste. Game is slowed down a little bit. That should work in favor of M19. At the same time, DD. They still have a few heroes that have not quite lost their power spike. Weaver just picked up that diffusal blade, so it's a lot of extra damage output from him. He also have the Queen of Pain, forced off completed Lincoln Sphere, so UnderShock. Quite a force to be reckoned with at this stage still. Just by virtue of his spells and his ability to survive now. Dust comes out, he opens with the kill, but they not dispel the dust, he comes right back. Dust right now. That's a stun trying to lay this, but UnderShock was not caught by it. They will lose that, they'll also lose percent of 125 gold. For a bit of a nerf, I believe, from the for the UnderShock. Always be around 25 gold.
Radiant scanning.
This is good. Dominated units bounty is set to gold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. I think they're missing something there. Literally unplayable. God damn these soldiers. Is that DD? They use that. They use the kill to get themselves ages, and with that, I can only imagine that they want to can push a bunch a little bit. It's no, if he finds flow here, he can perhaps get a shot.
Warriors of the
Oh no, there we go. Stun will connect. Link across. A lot of damage being done, but throws on the sprout will delay him a little bit. As juking and jiving, and I think Nix is also scared of any sort of counter play potential. But the rest of the actually also on the map, UnderShock will be annoyed at this point with the Endless Iron Shell. What they could do against it. But he doesn't really care.
Worthy tribute.
Is he calling for help? He's smoked out behind him. I think are already TPing out. This tier 2 tower seems to be the target. As well as they actually have detection. Doesn't look like it. They have no detection whatsoever, either on either Rubik or Night Stalker, so it's a bit awkward.
Dire structures are fortified.
This is definitely a gem game now. Like, if they had a gem there, that's a dead key.
Dire's top tower
Taps in a
is
bit of
under
high ground
attack.
focus. Go for it anyway, but the beam still sticks. Getting much harder. Yeah, I do have Thunder from the smoke screen, but that is only deep. 4 stuff around, vacuum right back into it. Beam's already triggered. Ice path, 4 stuff back out of it.
Tower
But
is under attack.
the vacuum stolen actually from Rubik, so that's the biggest deal about the
Radiant's middle
follow-up
tower
from,
is under
Aoharide.
attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh. Bit of a waste. Zero mid, okay, look at this. Trying to create the space of flow to get down mid tower. He's so low, but he's still very much alive. Hume will be able to track him down. I'm now tracking down all wrong, cross up away, back to nothing.
Radiant's bottom
Maybe
tower
draw it down.
is under attack.
Stolen Godswing not exactly helping.
A golden thread.
Yeah, I think that's a tier 2 mid though, so I guess mission accomplished.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're taking objectives, but they're not really building their lead all that much. M19 doing a really good job of keeping up, especially on the tank. They're 1-2-4 behind. There's a BKB queued up now, and once that is available, things get a little bit harder. Do we have some physical damage here, but Weavers... That's kind of the downside of the Refusal Blade to some extent. It
Dire's middle
buffs
tower
up your
is
damage
under
to a
attack.
crazy degree, but not against BKB.
Dire's middle
Let's
tower
have
has fallen.
Pain that we go second on the right click build. We'll go for the Orchid now, so that will help. Should be out. A little bit too late. But the Orchid will help. It's a bit of a right click item just because of the stats and whatnot. But you need like Snap KB and a Weaver, something, some sort of a Bloodthorn maybe. Maybe UnderShock wants to turn it straight into a Bloodthorn, so it'll help everybody. Naked Prophet already has the Orchid actually, so he's going for that Maelstrom next. Sometimes you don't even see Native Prophets go for the Orchid, just go straight for the Phase Drums Maelstrom, and then into whatever else they want. Eventually this DD team will have all the That's what I'm talking about, right? Some sort of detection, just a pre-planned sentry or just a gem on Night Stalker. Just 3 kills on Ricky. Well, that here falls to pieces if you play around him well.
The seas of water.
Bit of a money pinata. Funny. He has the Guarding Greaves. No blink dagger just yet. Might be something that he wants to kill at least because it's kind of what their whole lineup is drafted around. Well, that's the one strongest combo that they have. Potentially have like blink vacuum into blink stun from Nix into
Dire's
Muriel.
middle tower is under attack.
They don't necessarily need it if double dimensional is running into them, and before long they'll have to be forced to run into the tier 3 towers.
Radiant's top tower is
Like the
under
last tier
attack.
2 now, mid lane. Not sure about the smoke timing from M19. They're hoping that it would find somebody farming to heal the DBs
Radiant's
actually
top tower
up
has
top,
fallen.
getting rid of the tier 2 tower, and they didn't quite have the creep wave themselves. So, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Rotation not really leading to anything. At this point, DD might just want
Dire's
to wait for
middle
an
tower
extra chance.
is under
We'll
attack.
see when he comes back in about 2 minutes. Still gonna be a while, but they will be able to
Dire's
take
middle tower is
some
under
time
attack.
to do these kind of things. Just wait for the Riki to show up, establish map control, establish dominance. But right now, 19 is on the other side. Not really actively farming though. He's just waiting for something to go up. He wants to kill somebody, but just has to settle for the creeps essentially. Flow, capture track off now by you though. That could be a target. We'll see TP's out soon.
Worthy tribute.
Well, that will be cancelled. Just time. Get it up. Stun will connect. 1, 2, 3. I'm on a killing spree. Doom actually taking it. 526 gold for the Nature's Prophet? How's that even possible? A lot of money for the Riki. Let's go defuse by themselves. It will definitely help them out. It's almost there now. Might see something similar happen up top. UnderShock is there. You see some Muriel. You see some Pikachu. You will need some help. You also see the courier here.
Dire's bottom tower is
Pinging
under
out.
attack.
And should be a quick snipe. 1 and 2. And nope, they also need a Queen of Pain. That UnderShock. Pikachu, but a bit of miscommunication there.
Dire's structures are falling.
LeBron needed to go for the chase to be able to interrupt these kind of TPs. And Queen of Pain needed to hit the courier. As
Dire's
they don't get
bottom tower
anything.
is under attack.
Always a few health points here in the bottom. Tower. The seed creep working away at the tower. 19, Nix again, listening inside. Kinda has to play this initiator, but Daxia does have to blink now, so you kind of pull off that combo. Find somebody. UnderShock, blink in, they see Pikachu on the side, force up to the high ground.
Dire's
Switch
bottom
positions
tower.
here.
Radiant's top
Okay, LeBron, in a bit of trouble, doesn't have the one forced out, so romp. And this is the point where we say, alright, let's get the hell out of here. And then we force back to on the high ground now, with the top lane pushing in. It's a very interesting game. Both teams don't really want to give the other team anything.
Gold for me.
But they don't take risks at all. Go for the safe place, way
double damage.
under vision,
A golden thread.
moving together across the map, feigning that. Thing is, every moment you wait, M19 is gonna get bigger. But at the very least, Sven is. I mean, he has the Chrysalis. Has that Daedalus tree, that an old school kind of build, almost. Still very effective. Like sometimes Svens even go for the platform, so if you still get the crit, also have that action on the region and whatnot. Easy throw. Actually coming into the middle lane. Like a 19 there, not waiting. But again, counter initiation here. The stun comes straight. LeBron will fall immediately. UnderShock will make the trade work. Up against the Riki. That TP will be cancelled. TP out as
Dire's
well.
middle tower is under attack.
Let's stick around with 5-man unit now. They realize, hey, they can't actually fight us if we have spells available. But now, stun comes the damage. You see, Hyde does a Guardian down the weave, but the Ice Craft catches him, falls on across, gets the time maps, vacuum, but he'll be able to make his way out and teleport. NoFear as well. Fighting inside the wall, inside the microphone, not a good idea. Another Ice Path, force off away. Another one, but it's not enough to save Flow. The double stun from Nix in the pack. All of a sudden, double dimension just falling apart. Being torn to shreds here by the power. M19 suddenly finding themselves realizing, hey, like, why are we not fighting them? Why are we not forcing the issue here? We're much stronger than they are because With a Sven with God strength, who can just do a 3-shot everybody. With crazy amounts of magic down with the crew, can just spam max of light path and hit them on the 4th mirror. So I realized that when you detach on the mid-rack, can't get anything else because the crew is still standing in the other lane. So you settle for the shrine, perhaps look for Russia. The guy is back up. Still down for the count for 30 seconds. Definitely need to send for it though. Up at the devil now, getting stronger here. Muriel. Throw it out. No wall just yet. Go for the vacuum. Okay, stolen from Rubik, but now for the rest of the team. They will lose NoFear. No doubt about that. 1 and 2. Easy double kill, and now with that, ultimate going. Why has it not gone? Okay, bottom lane. Normally you'd go straight into a roast pit before already setting up the map. Has the massive creep wave, the silence will be worked up by Funn1k. Plus that. The Hurricane Pikachu, they threw it out the flow instead. 15 damage, but not enough up against the lights and the Sven. Greens that didn't work. So at least they've got that going for them. Bottom tier 3 tower down to half. Well, not for free at all, but at the very least to prevent the immediate chance. 3 heroes on the sidelines for DD. People are coming back and kills of their own. Dynamite from this. He's quite tanky himself. Rajjix. Let's play them a little bit more of it. Unfortunately, in Avalanche. They get 2 kills. Really also saw the middle of that, but now the Russia Nix. Not quite as strong without closure. More UnderShock. Ice up actually catches them on the edge. Now the vacuum on too. NoFear coming in to try and help. If they can actually do this, the Hurricane Pikachu just going to be through the storm stun will keep Funn1k away for a little bit. They're trying to kite as much as chance on Ice Pop. And the big crit with another ultimate use from this bench. Seems to be too much. Another one down. Gem on the deck. But, they will not be able to recover it. Oh, will they? Invisibility. Funny, got it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What do you do now? We can either go for Roche or we can go straight towards the top lane with the God Strength expiring. But the latter one that might be the better idea. Go straight mids? Question mark? I don't think they can necessarily win the game right now. Gonna get the creeps in to do some damage while they're working away top at the very least. So I guess that works. Like getting rid of some more beef buff abilities.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
This is what I was worried about. I mean, CD, they didn't quite get enough done. They got some objectives, sure, but it never really built that advantage. And the time of the game was when to start going up. Go for the AC next. Extend the power spike a little bit. I want to say he will drop off, but he will need way more damage to actually deal with that. They need some BKB different items. Quite probably. Magnifies around, but a little bit off the mark. Well, BKB in the back here, they do find Night Stalker. He's down, LeBron, okay, he was trying to help, but he just chopped to pieces too. Rajjix, Gucci. DD had a DD rune, funnily enough. Still have it on Rajjix. Thought they could take it away, but not to be. So, yeah. Kind of like the argument this is going to have. Let's have the Iron Sky to kite from the Sven. That's the right idea. Getting through BKB here. It's also down to 7 seconds. It's getting better. getting easier for the US team to go off, but again, they still need to be able to punch through this. It's like doesn't really hit for all that much. Still.
A golden thread.
Don't actually quite have a bot for all nature's probably going for the BKB again because they kind of needed to prevent the stun. To prevent the stun, maybe you can try and actually kite this one.
Go.
Other lock not to kill yourself. But yeah, look at this Nix. He's just standing there. Rajjix just hitting him 20 times. Barely making the damage. And yeah. Committing for that was the greatest thing. Okay, you see a couple of people top. Down bottom, that means that Dark's here. Nice in trouble. Round is there, follow up. In range for a Q. 4-star forward, not enough. Cool guys, still doesn't have a zone. But ultimately wasted him.
Death's bounty.
So he's back down bottom, so there's no target that you can go on under any circumstances. Never mind, they have other plans. He has ages, even if we kill him now. I mean, it's just about keeping away from Queen of Pain, I guess. He's trying to bring on Muriel, blink forward, and wait for the job one. But at what cost? UnderShock just dies. They do claim the ages somehow. But LeBron walking away, then how bad it is. Blink stun, ultimate use, BKB. Time just comes after Rajjix. Still very much alive, actually. Slows again, they have it on Darks here, blinks forward. Before I get into control up on the Reapers. So overall, I guess worth it? I have no idea actually. Like the maybe not. Rajjix. Oh, the invis, he dodged it somehow, finding a little bit too late to be counter this. So it's gonna alright. Might take a second storm number 2 down. Seems good. So never mind, it was disastrous fundamental. They took the ages but lost. 2 with a big force. Game is game, a friend of mine would say. Fuel finds our flow and
Dire's bottom
he's
tower
realizing,
is
oh
under
wait,
attack.
I'm deep body blocked. Let's get the hell out of here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Russell tier 2 is up and eliminated now, so the next time M19 to win a fight or dice off the map, it is time for mega creeps. Maybe one fight left, but they're crippled. Rajjix is another buyback, 40 seconds on the sideline still.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
UnderShock will come back, he'll have 2 lives in this.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Stop that 2 and there it is. On the back of the combination is there, the ice buff to follow. Ow! We've been waiting all game for this. Vacuum in the Storm Hammer 3 heroes. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Dire's middle
Ice buff
tower
on point
is
as
under
well.
attack.
Well, that'll be the end of
Dire's
this game. They
structures are fortified.
have the buyback still. Maybe they do one last
Dire's
rock.
tower is under attack.
I
Dire's
don't see it. Well, they get the 1 kill. Get the ultimate side. Kind of special, I guess. Already just sacrifice himself to kill that. Gotta give it to them. At the very least, they're not giving up. Oh, never mind. Never mind, forget what I just said. They call it GG. And yeah, I'm not blaming it.
Radiant
Looking back to this game of what here they have M19 playing number 1 in the best of 3 series.
paper crowns. Take what you want from me. I'll give you everything. All that and more you'll see. Just stay right here with me. Love is not fiction, but this time the story's about a king and a queen will pretend to be with paper crowns. With paper crowns. With paper crowns. With paper crowns. A king and a queen will pretend to be with paper crowns.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
I speak for the trees.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Monkey King.
Dire team pick.
Vlada.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2 here, Double Dimension versus M19, who are just one game away from making it on further here in the Wellplay Invitational this season number 9. Well, my name is DragonDrop, happy to bring you this game, and happy to see Nature's Prophet again, this time in the hands of M19, Funn1k of course, one of his heroes. And we'll also see the Monkey King making an appearance here. We've expected him to show up in the last game, but Double Dimension get their hands on it now together with the Slaughter, so that's a hero that I haven't seen in a while.
10 seconds remaining.
Went through some iterations in terms of where people run
5 seconds
the
remaining.
off lanes, then people started to figure him out as a 4 position, or vice versa, I can't quite remember it, but I wonder how well that actually works together with an EMK, because that massive amount of minus armor will just help Monkey King burst people down. To a ludicrous degree even. But M19 already straight off the bat with a counter. They get the Sven once again for Nix. Worked out well last game, and there's no reason for it not to in this game so far.
Remaining.
I guess there's some Monkey King with the Old Smith and the
Radiant team
Echo Saber. You can kind of slow him down, help kite him around a little bit. Slaughter very fast, but what you do is counteract that amplified damage 100% of the time with on all of your heroes with the plus 20 armor off your Warcry. Compare that to minus 20 from the Slaughter.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a bit annoying.
Dire team ban.
But it's also something that you can deal with as a Monkey King if you go for this different
Radiant
ways. If
team
you run
pick.
on somebody that's Warcried, you can still throw the Diffusal Charge on him, get rid of that buff, and then you still benefit from a massive amount of minus armor that the Slaughter can provide as well. Looking forward to seeing this work out, and they also get their hands on Necrophos, not ban. Instead, again, M19 go for the Pagna ban as well as the Enchantress and her Chen that DD like to run every now and again. But hey, another counter pick, Ancient Apparition.
10 seconds remaining.
Bit of a reactionary draft for M19 so far, but it's not even bad in its own right.
Remaining.
It's not even all that bad together. Like Sven, if he finds a target to just stun, Ancient Apparition can easily follow up with a Cold Feet. Get that to proc off of that stun duration. Nature's Prophet, of course. Very strong here on this patch if you play it well. Can bounce all across the map, provide that extra bit of damage and control.
Dire
Not to
team
mention the
pick.
pushing power that you have. Oracle, that's another interesting one. Double Dimension pulling out all the stops here, mixing current meta with some old metas here and there. Mirana also making an appearance for M19. So looks to be the mid hero here, I would think. It still need another 4 position hero, unless they want to run something crazy. I mean, this could still be a 4 position Mirana, and it wouldn't be all that
5 seconds remaining.
all that surprising, but I don't think it's all that good, especially if you don't have a setup with it for the arrow. You just don't really do too much. You don't have
Dire
like
team
damage.
ban.
You have a very unreliable stun again without the setup. You need your levels, you need items to continue to be effective, so it doesn't really work well in that 4 position role. But we'll see.
Dire team pick.
Could easily pick up perhaps something like a Spur Breaker. Wouldn't hate a Clockwork perhaps. Something that provides a little bit more crowd control. Or Brewmaster. Brewmaster would be a fun one.
10 seconds remaining.
It's Brewmaster 4 position,
5
yeah? Why not?
seconds
Just
remaining.
run them at people. Annoying for the Monkey King to deal with in some sort of dual off-lane scenario. Later down the line you have the split with the Storm Panner to either lift up the Oracle, lift up Necrophos, just keep them for later. And not deal with their bullshit in a team fight. They have plenty of time left to think about other options though, and well, we can take a look at their path
Radiant
they had
team
before.
pick.
Not actually taking all the time, and it is the Clockwork, alright. Again, also makes sense. Also works very well in the 4 position role. Extra setup for the Ancient Apparition in case they can leave the Sven alone down bottom. You have to, if you get so many cogs, you can proc the cold feed, you do a lot of damage. Also set up for Mirana.
5 seconds remaining.
So it works very well. It gives you that extra bit of core control in teamfights later down the line as well that you need, just with the cogs. If you handle that very well, then you can do so much with it. Alright, double dimension. What do they want? They have the Monkey King probably for safe, Necrophos mid. At least then the way to go, and then it turns into a question of whether you want to run this ladder in an offlane position or as a 4 position. If they go 4 position, they still have room for a Darkseer. Bit of a combo there, vacuum into Slaughter Crush, into Boundless Strike and whatnot. I would actually hate that. Up against the melee hero carry out in the Sven, so you'd be able to put on a lot of pressure of your own. That Archer and Slaughter is also quite effective at times. They're definitely taking more of their reserve time than M19 did, that's for sure. And I can't blame them, they need to win this game if they want to stay in the tournament. If they lose it, then they're out. Just simple as that. Maybe they're thinking about Huskaring M19. I mean, with the Oracle, everything's possible, but you're also like up against the Ancient Apparition. It's also kind of the textbook counter.
You may now select your heroes.
Links. Not what I expected. UnderShock actually picking that one up for mid. Low on Necrophos. It's an off-lane, aggro lane? Or the switching roles. Huh. Curious. Very curious indeed. But yeah, well, we'll see. Game number 2 about to start. Before we get going, quick message from the sponsors. Once to actually get into that.
10 seconds remaining.
Pick the hero set. Come on, guys.
5 seconds remaining.
Come on, LeBron. I believe in you. There it is. Alright, so lane's a little bit up in the air. I mean, obviously Necrophos, they are very flexible hero. You can run anywhere. Lynx is the more interesting one. Not sure if it's the best. If it's the best Lynx game. If he gets caught up by anything, then he can die very easily indeed. Too many targets can easily kill. But again, quick message from the sponsors. We'll be right back.
Prepare for battle.
Here we are. In case you're just joining us, game number 2, M19 won the first one. They win this one too, then they'll be knocking out Double Dimension out of the Wellplay Invitational Season 9. NoFear locking down these early wards. He needs the 4 position of course with the boots. Don't think I've ever seen that taunt before. I'm sorry. Muted myself on stream, so you didn't have to hear me sneeze. Yeah. And that's another one. Alright. Not feeling the best today, but I'll do my best regardless. UnderShock. Again, I'm not so sure about the Slings pick. It seems like a very hit or miss kind of hero in this game. There's plenty of ways for him to just straight up die if he gets caught up by anything. And what is with these pauses? Come on, guys. This plays. I just want to cast from Dota. Want to get into the flow. No pun intended. Panda was supposed to cast this one. I'm supposed to have a day off, but no. Her internet is apparently not working well today, so I have to jump in. Right, looks like we're ready to go now. Flo in the off lane is gonna need some help. Slada will probably provide that.
30 seconds to battle.
Oracle will face in bottom, I think. Monkey King is he needs a little bit of time. And depending on the matchup, he needs more help than that. Pikachu, he will be in mid. And his lane opponents will be Nature's Prophet, which should be able to deal quite well with Monkey King. You can bug block streams, you can have quite a bit of harassment. Look at this, M19
The battle
actually
begins.
testing top. Trying to use take quite a bit of still for his troubles. You should be fine. He has boots of his own.
That's exact.
2-1, so he can just walk all the way back to base. I'm not sure the rest of his time goes. So 3 bounty runs actually going the way of M19. That's a bit annoying. Oh. Arrow for the range creep. Okay, actually spending some time in mid. There's much better heroes to do that with. Also one of the reasons why we don't see Slaughter all that often. Just because of the capacity. Even though with the boots, he's still sitting at 335, but that spin is very hard to actually wrap around to get the crush out. So I'm not sure whether this is the way to go about it. Things. He's a pretty strong laner, but part of this also they want to force you here. Just make sure that you can't run shenanigans elsewhere around, especially up against Flo. If he gets caught out, Necrophos is also a hero that needs a couple of levels to really be safe. You need a stick or ideally a wand. You need to level 4. You have the good stuff. We have that first as it stands. Ancient Apparition is actually doing quite a good job of keeping him low. Working out, but okay so far. So focusing on Rajjix. Rajjix loves slow. This extra attack there. A bit confusing, but it is what it is. Focusing on CS also means it makes us profit. Let's go a little bit rough right now and the Jingle Mastery up, so we'll keep Spain for the one. Focusing on the last hits. Also means that probably should be alright in the level department. Feel with haste stroke. Can't actually do too much though with that still, unfortunately. It's only an AA, 50 damage. Not the greatest amount. Would need some help from Doom. I mean, if Flo's going for these kind of movements, like around here or wherever he's going. He gets blocked off by Clockwork in these kind of situations, you get the cold feet proc and can't actually get a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So far they've been able to find the angle because Doom's spent a lot of time in mid to try and help out Pikachu. Let's have a hard time with the one shot. He's health-wise, he's keeping up with the last hits. Can be nice, so that's good as well. Overall this lane stage, slight advantage there for M19, even though they might not get as much damage as they maybe want to. That was it. The kind of forced to play defensively. Oh, lead forward, go for the UnderShock kill. Verify keeping him safe, and now same for Pikachu, but NoFear, he's pretty damn fast. You only can slow him down with the battery assault. Will be successful, but for how long? NoFear, this needs extra rush. This will end though, we'll have another in a couple of seconds. Not before Ewan comes in with that the procs. So Pikachu verify himself and use for both of these players. Yeah. He gets a brush, so he'll be on the high ground, not following up. Just a bit of a back and forth here. Reach a rune. Oh, the crush. NoFear will take it away. Seems good. Nope, people can make in trouble. UnderShock walking forward. Just health. Only 2 serious health. First on 1, first on 2. This might still be the first blood, and it is NoFear. The last punch. I don't think so. Catches UnderShock inside. Rolling his own creep, so better stall. Will tank Funn1k joining in to help and steal the kill. So, bit of an awkward turnaround there. At least as far as the thing is concerned. NoFear at the very least. He'll be able to make it out. Trying 20 seconds. Up top. Will connect on the Necropose. Full feed follow up, not quite on time. So, he'll be able to walk his way out. And they'll try together. Oh, sorry, that was one back. I'm trying to think here. Oh, Funn1k. Take the trouble here. Rajjix. This is a bundle track to work with. And there it is. Try and help. Now Rajjix. He's been debated, ladies and gentlemen.
Come back stronger.
He has been debated. You in the right place at the right time. Funn1k was in a bit of trouble. LeBron. Well, I guess as bad as he can. So not much more than that. I'm trying to think like when this team will start unraveling a little bit to see more concerted efforts with like group ups and fighting pushes and pickoffs. Also feel like M19 Ratha was much better in the mid part of the game. Last time he had this time not for sure again. From that I wasn't right now. There, all the way up the arrow after targets lost him. So what I was talking about, anything that he gets caught with needs to die. Meanwhile done, the bottom lane is profit falls to the combination, so this time no help from his teammates, unfortunately. Yeah, there's the other thing. This time they even get the Sven stats. The triple E on this ancient stack, on this ancient camp. Oh yeah, a little 6-hour clockwork, so you will once again be forced to try and wait and find an opportunity to go into the back of UnderShock. He's not opening himself up to that again. You know, bit of rotation at bottom, no smoke, but it's not been scouted out anywhere but dive side, I believe. What is that? They have what?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They have 2 wards here? Oh yeah, okay. But they have their own observer wall up and high.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now they also see it coming back. Walk away. Run loose and just really cool by this. Pikachu walking forward. It's a good amount of damage. Little south of lane with UnderShock.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Blast comes through, slow, the arrow will actually connect on the starter instead, leap forward, the Starfall will actually miss. UnderShock. That's not lasting long enough for something.
My pet thanks you.
So this attempt not quite on the money, just because NoFear was taking that arrow. That arrow lands, UnderShock is dead 100% of the time. Well, I think the dust might have been pushed off the earth. Shouldn't have expired this early. So well played there from PD supports. Up top though, don't go on flow. He's doing 5. That's not the possibility. Kill. But the cogs knock him in further. So rock. Slaughter can't actually get in, so if their powers combined to get that kill. Meanwhile indeed. How does that work? Arrow hitting, I guess, maybe?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The prize is mine.
So middle lane, still reasonably well threatened 19, to say the least. Mirana way at the followed by Nix, who's starting to climb up these camps now. Try and stack this up, this Asian camp again if he wants to. Instead, he's going for mid. So easier farm there for the time being. Just pick up the So middle lane's going well, Sven is farming well, Rajjix in the release is pressure on the bottom tower with like that across the map. But DD, they gotta feel the pressure here. They need to do something. UnderShock is a big part of it. I mean, it's thinks this hero doesn't want to sit on his ass farming in lane statically all day. Magnum's here with arrows and it's a ridiculous amount of damage, plus 60. And there's already one Park with late down chain now. Actually keep UnderShock on the other side. Pikachu goes for LeBron and he's instead. Meanwhile, Nix helping out Muriel and UnderShock. Absolute disaster. Again, exactly what I was talking about. Unless you find the exact right circumstance, unless you
Dire's bottom
find
tower
a
is
quick
under
save
attack.
kill, you're just gonna die. Any sort of control on Twins is so devastating.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, okay, Nix is not an enemy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, God, sorry. But Nix is not quite in a position yet at all. I need extra help from his teammates, but the native prophets.
Radiant's middle tower has been
Gets tower
denied.
denied, but okay, so fast. Sprints and tranquility, that's M19 actually wants filling themselves up to a really good advantage. That's all without level 6 and Clockwork is one good thing right now for DD, that Doom is kind of limited in his aggressive potential, but he's still been able to make it so much damage without that. 2-0 and 3. Now get a little bit of space up top with the 5. But the 5's bottom though, they have a smoke rotation going, Muriel and Pikachu. That's the other thing, Instant Fusion did get us 1-6 already, so that ice boss is actually a big deal. NoFear. I'll just straight by. Rajjix will flee through trees. Give me a few heroes. UnderShock, that's an ultimate. Oh no, not doesn't use Muriel. Was as pale as an illusion, but it was an actual hero. So that's good. Good start. UnderShock with more. Pikachu is actually in a bit of trouble. Does have the leap available though still. They realize too that they can't get that kill without any sort of lockdown available to them. Get the creep. Alright, taking it away from Rajjix. Probably what he was aiming for, as there's no possibility to go back into snipe kill. These things will change a little bit once NoFear gets a blink. It's about 1,000 gold away from it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So also needs a few items. 4-star, Buda. Just without blink daggers, they have a really hard time at getting in. Have their hook available right into that Lord of Dust. And the very easy kill on the big carry. I want to say it's all space created for Monkey King, and he is the highest power starter to DD, but he's going further and further away from his men. Well, from Miranda, because he just doesn't have the same knowledge level. He's a hero that wants to farm other heroes, so to speak.
Radiant's top tower
So far,
is under
Monkey King
attack.
has
Radiant
been able to do
structures
that.
are
He's
fortified.
gonna start losing map control. It's another tier 1 tower going down. Down bottom, it's Pikachu's actually chipping away at this one. I feel like DD is way too passive, but they also don't really have great tools to be aggressive either.
Out of my way!
We've seen what happens when they attempt things backfires. No fire giving vision. So still the only one down here in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid though.
Radiant's
Smoke
bottom
up.
tower
19
is
have
under
a hook
attack.
shot available. Taking out top.
Then
3 kills here if they run into that Moonlight Shadow as well to help them out. Still on UnderShock. Blink, stun, Nick. A little bit there, but a little bit too slow there with the ice. Going to walk away. Doesn't look connecting him, but also push off sentry. This time he'll be alright. Even gets the ultimate thrown out on him. Onside guard. This time, Nix still with the ultimate going. Just crushed up. 1-2 now with both ultimate team. Nix trying to walk out. Yes, he will be able to. Oh, also on the start, preventing him from going in with extra damage. Now, comes across. Speaking of jumps, Pikachu coming through. Funn1k's ultimate will bounce and get that kill. Rajjix with a double starfall. Just run out of juice. Run out of power, and that's another stun. Don't call Mamiya from Braun this time. Dota is disarmed, slowed down by the Ice Ball, and still to run down eventually. And it was very awkward indeed. Even the DD runes worked with after the entire fight, so maybe it's not something that DD was expecting, but they kept chasing and chasing, but they ran out of juice, ran out of gas. I don't know how else to say it. Pikachu also played very well, just getting an arrow onto the things while he was in the middle of that, just giving Sven the ability to walk out, reset. Nix making good use of that Blink Dagger too, time and time again. So they end up coming out ahead despite that initiation early on the Klings. I just can't see how this draft will I'm happy to be proven wrong though by DD, but it seems like you have an Oracle, very defensive nature, and then you have these heroes that want to make plays or want to like, almost group up to 5 people, but they don't quite synergize well together. Running away, 3 hero run. Well placed cogs though. They'll keep him alive up against 5 heroes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They don't really have the tools to actually get in and do what they want to do. One who has maybe Klings who can just walk in with a skeleton walk, making him super fast, but we've seen how survivable he actually is against this draft. Not at all. They don't die, they get kills of their own, and they farm extremely quickly. Getting new protectors, it's effective, a much more well-run draft.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Two things will change. NoFear needs one more right click. Blink Dagger here has it now. Hey, M19 anti-forecast down bottom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
3 already, second perhaps. Right click the tree and something that matters. Low. I'd find ourselves in a similar situation to the last game with his fan just turning into an absolute monster. This time he's not even taking the top net world slot, it's Mirana. Almost 1,000 gold ahead of him without Midas, without anything, just lack of kills. Smokes and Moonlight Shadows on both sides. He broken, Muriel. Oh, he doesn't actually go for a crush. And well, hookshot will miss. Another comes initiation now. Bomb strike. Middle. The right opportunity. Crush. Oh, still gets a leap off though. Pikachu. Don't tell me he'll be fine. No. Flow. What have you done? Invisibility. It's awkward there. They still get the crush action. Pikachu now follow control. Another leap available though.
Radiant's top tower.
Catch a break. Maybe they can get you, but another great Cox. They cannot go past it. The only one who can is Flow. It's not having quite enough for another Blink's crush. Coming back now, but it's a little bit too late.
Radiant's top tower
just so awkward. M19 just run away from him. Meanwhile, Funn1k just wait, spam another wave of 3 and up top. Oh man, this is just, I don't know what to say to this. I just don't. And the Shaggy. It's about Muriel, that's one here that can actually kill. 1, 2, 3, yeah, I was looking somewhere else. We're losing. Oh no. I guess DD is the only team that can do it every once in a while. Pikachu's running in front of you. Could have been a counter kill on somebody that is standing. Take it slow. They're 10k ahead. They don't really have to jump the gun anyway. It's not the biggest builds if they miss something like that. If you miss a hook shot, it's not the type of situation where you just put yourself in a compromising position anyway and you don't get anything. Unless you actually land the hook into a full 5-man lineup and you don't have to follow up, that's it. If you miss the hook or if you get blocked by a teammate, you're not killing yourself with it at the very least. So that's good. Doesn't really give anything back. Crush the high ground. Arrow will somehow miss. This kill will still happen.
Make a fine crater.
That was a bit of a fact-finding mission,
Dire's
nothing
top
else.
tower is under attack.
Running into a dark map. 5-4, 5 heroes now. Sun will connect. Quick follow-up here from Nix. There's a TP. LeBron was pretty damn fast, but now he's not. 1, 2, 3. Well, Funn1k. Let's do Donald Trump though. UnderShock, he's in this. I'm just walking right into him. And that is. That's the kind of things that and the hookshot though catches too, but you know, not go for the card straight away, and he's dropping lower and lower. Last rocket not enough though. The ice box no fear. He'll take out of that, yeah he will. There was an earn on Tin too. Well played indeed. They lose Funn1k, but they still get an extra kill. Also secure the tower. Pikachu making sure of that. Much more solid grasp on this particular game. I think it looks so easy, just farming all the way across the map. Very cool, calm and collected. Getting some kills when they can, just getting up when they can't. Not overcommitting. Not undercommitting either too much. It's Fantasy AC. Didn't go for the Akasei this time around. It was just straight for the extra bit of pushing power, and now the BKB are on the way. This Monkey King, I mean Rajjix, seemed underwhelming this game. 0-2-2. This is not the kind of scoreline that you expect from a game-winning Monkey King. Oh, he has like 10 kills something if if it's a good game.
That's exact.
Again, we just haven't really found the openings. M19 just positioned way too well for that. Now they have another Moonlight Shadow. Perhaps it's for Roche, perhaps looking for UnderShock. Sentry down, that's from the Radiant side though, I believe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pikachu. It's going in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You're trying to fight, but now the Moon Shadow, ideally they want to get a pick off here, right? And I think they scouted something up here. Rocket. Quite confirm it. There's the Monkey King even sitting here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Find out. A little bit timid.
Radiant's top tower
But now
is under attack.
popping that ultimate. Okay, Ninja Top actually dies down bottom. UnderShock is worse down here. He's very, very fast. Russian team. Well, this damn, it's going very, very fast. Hook shot. Not sure what that was about. Oh, and you should see him. With Legion Oracle ultimate attempting to run, NoFear with a crush inside the card. Rajjix coming in. He did throw his ultimate. He's still alive. Not sure if he'll pop to this. He will in the end. Quite the same story on the dead side. Attempting to turn around UnderShock though. Being there immediately. Unable to get any kills off of that. In fact, he might try himself right now. And he will. Yeah, just running into Sentry like Ricky in the last game almost. Just 3 kills, but the difference is he's not a 4 position. They need him to do well. But he's sitting at barely 8k gold, 9k in a Monkey King, and that's far beyond what M19 has to offer. We have a very farm spend who's has ages in hand now.
Seeds of fortune.
And support heroes with that are very well equipped. Their skill set. You have a Mirana who's in the field play and the Metastar, so good amount of damage output coming in from Pikachu. Again, I'm having a hard time seeing Steve drop work out. Might just be M19 running down the playbook. They have ages, you're gonna see how far that takes them.
Radiant's top tower
Because
is under attack.
they're looking for pickoffs because they have a bomb right.
Radiant's top tower
Attack
has
on the
fallen.
stand and then they feel like oh, that arrow actually almost caught Rajjix. Crush. Follow up. A little too strong. And let's see if they can force the issue here. I don't think they'll overcommit. Is it done now? No, I still need to do I just want to say that Rajjix doesn't want to build for this kind of game. Yeah. So what I'm saying, 3 kills on the Shock, he's like... It's not necessarily his fault, it's his things pick that I'm still not on board with. I don't know what they thought was going to happen with that hero. So, I also want to say the Monkey King is this is a fighting build. It's late, I have to say, but it's all buffing up that ultimate. But so far, he doesn't enough against the advantage M19 has. So, will he be almost caught by the arrow? He's still on a run, he does have the armor, he can't go back after the retreat and slung down Pikachu. We need to buy some time, but Hume comes in with another uncharge. We'll be able to keep tabs on him for a little bit longer. He just goes on the ultimate. Arrow will fly, right clicks out there, Pikachu just wants to take the fight and he'll win it. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, he will. They went for this fighting build, but his team can't really fight into M19 as far ahead as they are. So this game was debated. Again, Muriel gets crushed up, but you can't even kill that hero long. Like slow, he is much earlier. Maybe they can find Muriel, and UnderShock is at the very least taking it over a bit. M19 just building the advantage more and more, despite these kind of attempts. It is more than that gold march just steady decline here. They put the side, same for the experience. But the arrow will fly, only catch a small golem. So UnderShock will be alright. Aegis will be reclaimed in about 20 seconds, so they don't have a lot of the time to put out there. So trying to keep lanes control right now. I'm trying to keep all of them across the river. So I keep showing myself. Not sure what this one here. They do show what the side follow control maybe stopping. That position does come through a ramp. You're actually alone here. The Ice Blast will come through and will secure the trade on UnderShock. It's actually a pretty big one for Double Dimension to pick up here. Sure, you lose the clings, but you keep losing them anyway. Gain 2 heroes in return if you're behind like this. Might still lose some of their own Rajjix. The damage back off does save that tower. Not on now. Nix did not even commit an open for it. If he did, maybe Rajjix would have died there. That was a little bit too scary with 2 heroes down. Was a risk in the first place to go for that.
The
Pikachu, where's he at right now? Maelstrom. I don't think KD anything queued up for him yet, so one of you just wants to go straight for the Mjolnir. To put that on the Sven when he goes shot. Does the clockwork and they catch him. Doing everything and the hook is connected. Wellplay from you. Just try to follow up. In a moment, there's a stun. Both up on the outside though. And now it's a time for the rest of DD come through. Nix. I think they have a stun available here. Now they have to fight through the Monkey Ultimate pops to BKB to try and fight him, but they have to abort. Slow down. Might just sacrifice here and he will. 19. Actually overcommitting, but are they really? Not really. Arrow will fly, connect with the Oracle, you just die to a couple of right clicks. Double crush from NoFear. Rajjix is there, try and follow up, but they both lost max. Way too much pushing power, and this is what they wanted. NoFear. Yeah, they all get themselves an extra kill. But projective base gaming for M19. They took that fight regardless of how it looked because they saw all of 5 of DD's heroes there. They have the Pikachu. They had Pikachu and Funn1k down in the bottom. Getting that bottom and doing the blacks. Now shrines are open up as well. M19 one step closer to punch in a ticket to the next round here in the Wellplay Invitational. Oh, Muriel. Oh. Spidey senses tingling. Oh, of course, they also saw that song going this way with the Observer Sentry combo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just have to reach up.
Dire's
5 and 9
structures are fortified.
That's great. Bro, what's an aim connect on this weird starter? Going from bad to worse. Good shower, I guess. After another era. Nothing is going right for Double Dimension. Again, even that fight that they won, they lost so much in return. Shan will be back in 20 seconds, and M19 are making the push to secure this area of the map. The courier. Vernon, as he's called.
Are scanning.
Pikachu sees him. 1, 2. So they do get that. Force out a way back. Was there anything on it now? What? It's the wand for LeBron. Poor mode this game. Here we go. Keep up his ultimate for this, so they will be looking to put on some damage. Just look available. Slowly back to work. He's taking his arm, look out, NoFear. He's actually in trouble now after the failed initiation. The pulse up. Will pay them out. They still lose. NoFear 3, as well as another Nidorax. Then again, just too strong at this point. Once he has that, if he has the God Strength available, let's find out now. He was trying to bait them out a little bit. Rajjix. In the tree. I catch Yomi here, but nice defensive hookshot.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Played so well in this spot so far. I might still sacrifice himself.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
It's DD. Thinking about it. Not the for now. Rajjix, Pikachu on the outside. He'll just take that away immediately. He'll still die, but what cost? He'll lose the rest of the heroes. Pikachu just going from one to the next. And Nix playing with NoFear will all this happen. Low pop by Funn1k and keep it cross. Oh, they had buybacks. I have to use them now or just call it GG. They'll take one more fight. Nix, where's he at? Still a ways away. We'll claim the TNT tower. No much ultimate available to blink rush, but much of it. Life. Good enough. Pikachu still very much alive and taking the kill. And now there it is. That was fast. This is the end of the game. GG is called. Trying to find the Monkey King Muriel with more stuff. Trying to cut the right tree, but I have to do so. Again, like, I mean no disrespect, but I cannot see what Double Dimension was thinking with this draft, especially on the last games. Did not work out at any single point in this game. M19 on the other.
Trust me, I don't wanna feel no more.
the man.